You may or may not have seen a really cool clip of BF5 on this map where a guy called Grizzle flies through the bridge. Well, that's my attempt. One of my attempts. Didn't go well at all. I wanted to try and do it for this video, fly through, but some dude just runs up any second now, chucks the dynamite on. Good night, sweet prince. Not a good start, but I'm feeling confident. Let's have another go. Can we make this happen? It's a good entry so far. No, oh god, I've clipped the wing and I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the rafters. I cannot move. Have a quick look behind me. There are enemy soldiers down there. It's not a good look for me, this. If they're looking at me right now, they're probably wondering what the hell is this guy doing. Tried to get out here, but they're stuck again. There's no escape. There's no way you're getting out of this one alive, Jack. But I'm hanging on, you know, I'm trying to repair. Something is just hitting me. I'm guessing it's a sniper rifle or something. But there I am. Hey, alright mate. Just a Spitfire hanging out in the bridge. No big deal. Well and truly stuck now. Hey, have a look around. Anyone down there? No. Oh, someone's coming. Alright mate. Has he spotted me though, is the question. Has he noticed the plane stuck in the bridge? Yeah, he did. Just killed me with the Panzerfaust. Not very good at this, am I? Not very good at all, but I do enjoy flying. You see this one, I nearly had it. But then, I just clipped the right hand side. Almost had it and we're out. I don't know how I survived this. I should be dead, right? Like, I'm popping the flares as well. I don't know why I'm doing that, but just am. Just kind of a really bad pilot, but I have fun with flying in this game. And that's what this video is about. Okay, I admit it, I'm terrible, but before we look at more clips of me being terribad as a pilot, I've got a sponsored message from Acer. They sent over to me one of their fabulous Predator X27 gaming monitors to use in this video, and it's a beauty. 4K resolution, which as we know, as you can see, this video is in 4K, it looks incredible with BF5. A 144Hz refresh rate at 4K if you want that, lovely and smooth. HDR support, G-Sync enabled, and an IPS panel with 10-bit colours that comes calibrated out of the box, so you know you're getting accurate colours. It's the bee's knees of gaming monitors. It's got a nice gamey look to it too, and beautiful for flying around. I was playing on it while recording the footage for this video today, and it works a treat. Now if you want to know more about this gaming monitor, there's a link that you can click on down in the description below. Anyway, back to my terrible flying. This one's a good one, right? So we're on Twisted Steel again. It's a really fun map to fly around and going after this bomber. Unfortunately, I was going too quick. I'm sorry, man. I couldn't pull out in time. It was too fast, too furious, and I'm really embarrassed about what happened. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what though, flying in this game is just so cinematic and cool. Like, you've got some iconic planes and bombers in here, and some of them are really quite satisfying to fly around in. The speed of them, they didn't feel very good in the beta and the alpha, but they've definitely improved, especially the attack planes for the main launch of the game. I love flying in first person too, the sounds that you get, the feedback. It's a bit difficult to see things, of course, if you're going super duper try hard and you want to maximize your killing potential in the sky, then you definitely want to be flying in third person. But first person is immersive as hell, man. You can just like fly around in formation with people, and you can pretend to be Tom Hardy in Dunkirk, and it looks incredible. Even if you don't really hit anything like that, it's just fun to fly around in these planes. And I didn't really like it that much in BF1. It was okay, but the attack planes were just way too easy to use in my opinion at killing ground targets. There is a bomber problem. I think in BF5 the Junker 88 has a ridiculous payload that can just bomb the entire team just after the round starts, which can be incredibly frustrating, but I believe that DICE have said they're going to look at ways of fixing that, so whatever. But I just love the attack planes, man, like flying around in a Spitfire, taking out targets. Especially when you're playing in a high resolution like this at 4K and you've got all the graphics on ultra and you've got a decent pair of headphones on, it just looks and sounds incredible, and it just really scratches that fighter pilot in World War II fantasy for me. I don't know what it is. I don't really play many flight simulators or flying games. I did fly a lot in BF2, BF3 days, but for BF1 I mainly did infantry because, like I said, I just didn't enjoy the air combat that much, but it's just something about it in this game that really does it for me. Now, I was trying to take out that V1 there because I remember that DICE said you'll be able to destroy V1s, but it'll just take a lot of shots. And I've tried in a couple of games now to just absolutely pummel those things with shots, and I cannot destroy them. So I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong, or maybe it just isn't in the game yet. But it would be interesting to see if you can do that in a future update or something. And something that I've learned from reading online and on Twitter and Reddit is that the Spitfire pilots in World War II, when the V1s were launched towards Britain or other targets, the most skilled pilots could actually fly alongside the V1 and get their wings underneath the wing of the V1 and tip it so it changed trajectory and crashed into the ground well before it hit its intended target. So you know what I'm thinking, at some point will we be able to do that in the game? And I think something like that would be quite a rare occurrence because there's got to be a plane in the sky at the right place at the right time, and then someone's going to have the skill to do that without blowing their own plane up. But that could be a serious only in Battlefield moment, and I hope that one day we do see that in the game because that would just be incredible to witness in a live match. Come on DICE, don't let me down now. But just look how good this looks. Like, there's a few clips here on Fjell flying around in the Bf 109, which is the German attack plane. It's not as good as the Spitfire in my opinion, but you can take them out. This looks amazing. I love it. The sounds of the planes going down, they've got different destruction states now and everything. They've already got the reverse camera in the game too. You just press middle mouse. Check that out, man. Oh, so cinematic. Well, I'm not a good pilot by any stretch of the imagination. There are people who are way better than me, so when I'm putting these clips up, I'm not like saying, hey, check out how good I am in planes, because I'm simply not. It's quite funny, like if I post any kind of plane gameplay, just if it's a clip of me getting like 1 or 2 kills or something, I'll always get comments on Twitter or in the YouTube section like, Jack, have you got any tips for flying planes? Well, I'm not the best to ask, to be honest, but that's a little tip you can do there. If you're flying a German plane and you've got a Spitfire on your ass, instead of speeding up, just slow down, and I think they're quicker than you, so if they're stupid and they keep trying to attack you and fly forward, they'll end up just flying past you and you can take them out like that. So there's a little tip for you. And something else that's been in like all the Battlefield games, if you're playing on PC, just rebind pitch up in the key bindings to something like spacebar on your keyboard, because that way, instead of having to drag your mouse down and down and down and down and around to do a really tight turn, you just have to hold one button on your keyboard, and that means you can do super quick turns and you can out-turn almost anyone else unless they're using the same thing or they've got some sick real-life aerial maneuver that they've done on you and just completely done you, which does happen to me sometimes. People are using like real dogfighting techniques in this game and they work, and here's me just like flying round and round in circles. I'm not the best, I'm average, but like I said, I just enjoy doing this. It's good fun. I don't often post plane gameplays because I think my audience is much more infantry focused and I'm a much better infantry player, but I wanted to do it, you know, playing in 4K on that monitor as well is gorgeous, and flying in this game is just so much more engaging and interesting to watch and talk about than it ever was in BF1, so it's interesting content in my opinion, and I love making this kind of stuff. It's really fun. Just wrapping this up then, I will say, if you've never flown planes in a Battlefield game before because you were just scared or you were daunted by it or you didn't think it was going to be fun, just give it a go in this game and practice a little bit and you'll start to really see how satisfying it can be. Trust me, give it a shot. And if you do, and if you're new to flying and then you suddenly like, damn, this is good, then awesome, and hopefully you've opened up a new area of Battlefield that you can enjoy for yourself. And that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, a big thanks to Acer for sponsoring and sending me over that lovely monitor to check out. You know, 4K 144 Hertz. It looks incredible and it is very smooth. Links in the description if you want to know more. With that said, I'm gonna say goodbye there, guys. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't, a dislike. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one.